Welcome everybody to a new video. Today we're actually doing a little bit different. Today I actually got an access to an alpha of a Metroidvania game called Inayah Life After the Gods. Right now it is live on Kickstarter. If you guys want to check it out after this video, link in the description below. I am not sponsored. They just give me access to the alpha and get my thoughts of what I feel about the game. If you guys have been following me, especially on my Twitch, I've been getting into a lot more Metroidvania games. Now, there's a lot more, especially games I gotta play, but I've been playing like Blasphemous 1 and 2, Castlevania, the OG version, Metro Dread, and many others. I love the genre so much because it pulls me on a lot because it has amazing boss battles, it has secrets, it has a lot of upgrades, and many paths for you to finish the game. Now, it's not always just one way to finish the game. And now I step into the path of life after gods. Let's dive in. This game is created by Genesis Studios. They are veteran game developers, experienced like they created games like Warhammer 40k, Broken Trader, and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. In this game, you play as Inayah, a warrior equipped with some seriously cool gauntlets, but have 3 unique abilities: are blades, fists, and flail. Oh, by the way, guys, there is voice acting within the game. It just seems clear it's an alpha, so it's not fully completed. So there's only voice capturing as of right now for Inayah. I don't know if there's actually voice acting for other characters, but I'm pretty sure there are, especially since they had it for the main character.
I can't. I pulled the other one off a dead god. It's stupid to wear one gauntlet. Why do I need this gauntlet? To remember him?
One thing before we get into the gameplay, I want to show you guys there's actually 3 options of modes you could play. You could play story mode, which is just experiencing the game, not super hard. You just enjoy it for the story, and that's pretty much it. Normal mode, which is obviously self-explanatory, and there's for veteran Metroidvania players, hard mode. Even though you know you're gonna die a lot, it is the most fun experience for me personally. That's what I choose, hard mode, because I don't know why I like dying a lot and learning about the game, learning the patterns, especially with the bosses, and going from there really. So within the game, like I said before, there are 3 abilities you can get: blades, flail, and fist. My favorite one is obviously the blades. I spent about 3 hours with the alpha. Not too much because I didn't want to fully spoil myself with the game yet, and because it's also still worked on, but I wanted to see enough of the game if it would capture me, especially in the beginning. Spoiler, it did. The opening pretty much starts slow, but it's expected, especially in these games, because it's showing the mechanics and also how to fight against bosses, which is the first boss in Florence was a plant-based enemy that really set the tone and give you an idea how other bosses are gonna be for the rest of the game. Overall, I did enjoy the mechanics, especially with using the blade ability, but the one thing that I wasn't really too fan of was the roll. I felt the roll was a little bit too sluggish for me, but overall I got more. The more I played it, the more I got used to the timing and how to use the character. But I do want to let you guys know, within the trailer they did showcase there is a dash within later on the game that really smooth things out. Exploration of the map was actually really fun. It kept me to my toes because the little enemies, from the plant monsters to the dinosaurs, always kept to my toes because they did things that I never expected from. Once I think that I got rid of them, they actually followed me and attacked me. That being said, the map could use some improvements. It was hard to tell if I was in the upper or lower level, which made navigating a bit frustrating. In the games like Blasphemous, the map is very clear. Even it showcases little hints of secrets could be within the map. I hope Inayah maps gets polished to the level of development as it continues. See how in this tracks where you are in Blasphemous, I love to see something similar to here, because you can see how the map has everything from like, oh, you're in the upper level, you're in the lower level, and there's also little paths that you can see they're a little bit dark in the edges. We can see, oh, I could explore there. Now let's talk about bosses. So I fought 3 bosses within my 3-hour run. The first boss, as I explained earlier, in Florence, was just a intro boss, just to get you used to the game. You used to how to fight against the bosses, the inner mechanics, and also their pattern, which is, again, it was fun, nothing too crazy, but obviously it's the beginning of the game. No! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The second boss was the Swamp Witch, which I don't think she's actually a full boss, because it looks like she actually is going to join you in your journey So it didn't feel like it was actually a big boss, but it was like a mini boss overall. Overall, it was fun. Once you figure out the pattern, which you only have to stay at one platform, and she just keeps coming back, and you just got to keep jumping over and over. So maybe they will change that after the alpha, guys. Maybe they can make it a little bit more challenging, because I didn't feel a big challenge, even though I died a lot. That's because of me, but I feel like for other players it'll be too easy. The third boss I fought was Eagle Spin. It was fun but frustrating. The patterns were challenging in a good way, especially going through one phase to the second phase to the third phase. But the biggest problem that I had with this boss was not the actual challenge of figuring out the pattern to defeat the boss, but it was actually the damage that I was taking. But more of the damage I was doing to the boss was not even enough. It was little by little chip damage. So that felt like it was a chore. It didn't feel like the other bosses, because within the first one, and I guess you could say the second one, you were doing enough damage where you felt like you're doing progression. But with this one, it felt you weren't doing enough damage of progressing the enemy enough, where you felt, oh my god, like you felt like you did a lot, but you only took away like a quarter or even less than a quarter of the life. But I want to remind you guys, this is an alpha. Things will change. But I'd rather have bosses that feel tough because of new patterns or mechanics, not because it takes forever to bring their health bar down. It reminded me of playing a Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core on hard mode, where fights dragged on because hits barely scratched the enemy. So hopefully they adjust as the game develops. Oh my god! Overall, I really enjoyed the game I played. The game captured the modern Metroidvania feeling of discovery and challenge. The enemies were surprising. They were literally clever with their attacks. The exploration was engaging, and also the enemies. And once I got used to the roll and found my rhythm with the blades, it felt a lot more better with the combat. There are some rough edges, like the map, which is just a square and yourself in the bottom, and some of the pacing of the bosses. Clearly, it was just one, but hopefully it's not like the rest of the bosses where you're doing only a little bit chip damage, where it feels like a chore and the fun kind of lessens. But that's what alphas are for, right? The developers are building something very special here, and I can't wait to see how it evolves. In the meantime, I'll be finishing up this ink drawing you guys have been seeing throughout me talking this whole time of Inayah Live After Gods. If you're into Metroidvanias or just love beautifully crafted games, check out the trailers and support the Kickstarter. This game that needs to be made. This is a game that needs to be made. All right, here it is, guys. My own interpretation, my own art style of Inayah Live After Gods. It is pretty much what I experienced with the game, the environment, and also like the train and the plant monster, and added my own stuff to it, like my little doodles right there. And we also added like the robot, we added the dinosaur, and the plant monster, which was the first villain. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like detail of this, but now if you guys want to see a full digital color version of this, I will make it when the game gets fulfilled. I will do it, I will make it, and I will like do a whole review of the game and have a whole color version of this so you guys can see it within the next maybe part 2 of this video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, here's the preview of what the part 2 could look like. As you can see right here, I have been doing these for some time now. It's been fun making these, so please, I want to do the digital version of the one that we just did. Come on. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the art size game hybrid video, if you guys enjoyed it, hit the like, subscribe. We're up to 2K subscribers, which I really do appreciate it. And also, if you guys haven't checked out my recent video, which was about the chill guy meme, which he actually got doxxed because he rejected his coin / unofficial merch. Bam. It'll be in the description below, but also wait until the end screen. You guys will see it there too. And let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Metroidvania-like game? Until next time, keep exploring and keep creating, and I'll see you guys on the next one.